Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Film Sprinter. Number 8. When Thor belittled Loki as his inferior. Thor didn't have respect for Loki as his brother when the series started. It was the reason why Loki took his villainous turn because he felt disrespected for not being considered Thor's equal despite their mutual status as Princess of Asgard. It was best seen when the brothers were in Jotunheim and Loki attempted to convince Thor to leave when they were outnumbered by the Frost Giants. Thor openly told Loki to know his place, establishing that Thor saw his own brother as his inferior. It made sense why Loki saw Thor as the villain of his story when his sibling didn't respect him. Number 7. One party, Thor attacked Captain Marvel for stopping his dangerous antics. After their interaction in the alternate timeline, many fans want to see Thor share more screen time with Captain Marvel in the MCU. Although Party Thor wasn't villainous in general, he was definitely in the wrong when Captain Marvel wanted to stop him from wreaking havoc across Earth through his dangerous partying. While Captain Marvel threw the first punch, she never meant to initiate a battle with Thor, while the latter began a fight that spiraled out of control. Thor could have easily hurt innocent people on Earth since his partying involved destroying property, but he refused to take responsibility until his mother interfered. 6. When Thor wanted to exterminate the Frost Giants. There's no doubt that Thor is one of the bravest MCU characters, but his attack on Jotunheim was just a foolhardy attempt at superiority. Thor blamed all of the Frost Giants for an invasion of Asgard by a select few going so far as to attempt to exterminate the entire race. Thor's actions began a war between the Frost Giants and the Asgardians, making him responsible for a conflict that Odin had worked centuries to keep at bay. The Frost Giants had good reason to go to war since Thor had killed more than 24 of their people during his attack on Jotunheim. 5. When Thor insulted his own father. The rejection of his father was one of Thor's biggest fears in the MCU, but his hubris led him to insult Odin straight to his face. When Odin chided Thor for beginning the conflict with the Frost Giants, Thor spat back that Odin's diplomatic ways were a thing of the past and that he had no respect for them. Upon listening to more of his father's admonishment, Thor called him an old man and a fool. This convinced Odin that Thor was going on the same path that Hela had once taken, in that his revolutionary mindset was becoming dangerous for the Nine Realms. Had Odin not banished Thor, then Andir, the god of thunder, would likely have become the same warlord that Hela was. Number 4. When Thor planned on abandoning Bruce on Sakaar. This point tends to go overlooked in Thor Ragnarok because of its place as one of the most rewatchable MCU movies yet. Thor attempted to get Hulk to help him in his quest to take down Hela from Asgard. When that was rejected, Thor simply decided to leave Sakaar. Thor was aware that Bruce was trapped inside the Hulk's mind and that by leaving the latter on Sakaar, he was essentially leaving Bruce as Hulk's prisoner indefinitely. This was the reason why Bruce was angry at Thor for using him to get to the Hulk since Thor wasn't really caring about what happened to him. 3. When Thor nearly throttled Tony in anger. Thor and Tony Stark had a pretty big fight in the Avengers, but that was due to Tony interfering with Thor's business with Loki. The god of thunder acted like a villain in Avengers Age of Ultron, where he almost throttled Tony after learning about the latter's creation of Ultron. Thor's action surprised all of the team members because of how rash and dangerous it was. Tony was a normal human, and the slightest force from Thor would have instantly killed him. Moreover, it was only after he was convinced to let Tony go that Thor decided against attacking Tony, and there is no telling if he really would have gone through with hurting Tony. Number 2. When Thor mercilessly decapitated Thanos. Thor had good reason to despise Thanos considering the Mad Titan had eliminated half of all life in the universe. He could even be forgiven for not aiming for Thanos' head in the Battle of Wakanda because he wanted vengeance for Loki and Heimdall. However, Thor rather cruelly murdered Thanos in Avengers Endgame at a point when Thanos had ceased to be a threat. Thanos was in the middle of apologizing to Nebula for being a terrible fighter when Thor brutally decapitated him His teammates were shocked to see such violence, which made him seem similar to the cruelty that Thanos had once displayed himself. Number 1. When Thor tried to kill Captain America for no reason. This has to be the most reckless action and least lack of care for a life that Thor even displayed in the MCU. Following his fight with Iron Man, they were interrupted by Captain America, who wanted the pair to stop fighting. In response, Thor decided to kill Captain America and attacked him with the full force of his hammer. Thor had no idea that Captain America was an enhanced individual and that he possessed a shield made of vibranium that could resist the hammer's might. Had it been any other person, they would have been flattened to death by Thor's blow. The God of Thunder had no care for technicality and was content with taking an innocent life just because he interfered in his fight. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.